Good morning. Good morning. How are we all doing today? Welcome. Welcome to another live day trading session. My name's Johnny. Today is November 12th, 2024. It is 7:29 my time. Market opens right now. Market is officially open. How are we all doing today? Hello, hello. Today is our Tuesday morning live trading session. Excuse me. And there is a possible rug pull today, so we will see what happens with that. And we are live. All right. QQQ opening up in the red. Actually, the entire market is red right now. So we'll see if this holds. Now this could just pump and then change direction and begin to sell off. So do be aware of that. It's one day before the CPI data report. CPI data report tomorrow. Now, in my opinion, anytime there is a pump and then there is a CPI data report, you can pretty much see there begin to be a sell-off. So just, manage your risk during these all-time highs. Be very careful with your trades. But everything's overbought right now, right? I mean, if you look on a 5-minute, it looks good in a way. Like, okay, it's got a support at 328 and a resistance at 362. That would have been a nice trade on Tesla. But remember, these are at all-time highs. This can pull back a lot more. We can get back to 300s or even 290s or 280s. So we need to be very careful with Tesla. Now, actively trending up on our watch list, for all of you who watch our Sunday night stock talk will know that we have a series of stocks we watch all week long. And so we're going to go over those real quick. Mara down right now, touching that EMA line, down to 23.75 from 26.65, guys. So we're going to be waiting for this to pull back a little bit as Bitcoin did push up to $90,000 this morning, which was just amazing. Amazing. Now that it's been rejected, back down to 85,000. So I wouldn't necessarily buy in this range. I would kind of wait and see what happens. Is it going to bounce off of 85? Is it going to bounce off of 81? Or can it come all the way back down to the 200-day moving average? We'll see. I'm excited. This is great. All this volatility just means that we can make more money. And right now we want to play it a little safe because there is a pullback, right? Why buy at 85,000 when you could buy at 80,000? Same thing with Mara. Why buy Mara at 25 or 23 if you could buy it at 21, 18? It can get back to 18. More than likely, though, my trade plan is between $21 and $22 if there's a possible bounce there. But I would wait for signs of direction. We always talk about the 3 stages of reversal real quick. And I want you guys to see that here again because it's important. We go over this all the time. And I want you guys to be aware that the 3 stages of reversal is what we want. We want consolidation to begin, and then we're buying that confirmation up, okay? So now we're getting that rejection period. We need to get that confirmation, and then we will ride that back up. So there's a rejection, consolidation, and then we'll ride it back up. Now, this is not an exact guide, so please don't copy it. But this is just my trade plan. I believe it's going to sell off. Maybe it'll retest here. Maybe it'll sell off a little more. Maybe we'll get a nice little bounce and a pop back up. Again, just my idea. It doesn't have to go into fruition. It doesn't have to play out. But excited to see what does happen. Now, Tesla getting, selling off this morning, LUNR, pushing up after a nice sell-off. Now, this is actually catching that EMA and the 9 EMA resistance level very nicely, using it as a support here at 1050-ish. Could this push back up to 11.50 today? Possibly. It's already up 50 cents. So 100 shares, 50 cents. That's $50. And I just use 100 shares as an easy example. I like to buy lots in share sizes of around 100, but averaging up, right? So I maybe buy 20 to 25 shares down here, and then once we get that initial push, buy another 10 or 20, and then sell once it gets up to that high. By then I'd have 80 to 100 share position size. All right, JDST pushing up as well. Now JDST is trending up. As long as this is trending up, JNUG is going to continue to get cheaper. Gold is going to continue to get cheaper. And when that does, we will be able to take advantage of JNUG when it begins to rebound. But right now, the cheap will begin to get cheaper, right? Could it bounce here at 40? Possibly. Could it get cheaper and go to 37 or 33? Yeah, it really could, based on previous history. Look how it goes up, touches 33, came all the way back up, touched 36. So this is creating somewhat of a small trend line upward here, okay, and it looks like it's actually touching it now. So are we going to get the bounce we want to see and it start to go back up? Could JNUG possibly be a great reversal pattern setup here for maybe Wednesday or the rest of the week? Possibly. I'm going to go ahead and put that down for JNUG. Also actively trending up is VRAX. VRAX is actively trending up. They're actually up another 2% this morning, which is fantastic. Pushed up from $1.92 to $2.50 overnight, and from those lows of $1.70, it looks like it has a nice little reversal setup as well. Cheap stock to get into, had that rejection period, had the areas of consolidation, and now it's starting to show signs of confirmation, pushing above that 200-day moving average. This can technically play out a little bit more, and it actually pushed above this support level, which will now become resistance level, which is red, will now become a support level, which is green. All great indications that this could potentially push back up to $3, $3.20, $3.40, let me undo that, even $3.60, okay? For a little while, VRAX has been selling off. It's been in a downward trend, and now it's actually had a nice spike up. Last time it was above the 200-day moving average, it spiked all the way up to 362. Now, that was also on news. Now, it is interesting to see VRAX pop up, although there isn't a heck of a lot of news right now. It just looks like the WHO expands emergency use list for Mpox. There is Mpox still going around across the world, so be aware of that. This could still play out very nicely. It could go up easily to $3 and, even testing, how that resistance. Oh, okay, I see, right. Previous resistance was here at this level where it consolidated. Okay, so could potentially play out just a little bit more, and only time will tell, but these are actively trending up. Now, overbought levels right now would still be VRAX. It is a bit overbought when it was at that resistance, but now that it's above it, it's not quite overbought. I would consider this a bit on the sold level. It's neither here nor there. It's just actively trending up. So we're going to take it off of the overbought. JDST is definitely overbought. As you can see, it's going to touch this resistance level here at 29.9. Looks like that was a previous resistance as well, just from past levels. I don't know if you guys can see that, but creating still progress to the upside. So still possible in this bear market, right? If the market does begin to sell off a little more, we can see gold sell off a little bit more. It is above that SMA line, which isn't good for gold in general. LUNR, very nice, up, pushed, hit that EMA and still trending up. TSLA, I just want to say it's overbought. I mean, it could sell off a little bit more, but it could also continue to go up. That level at 362 is going to be a crucial sell point level, sell wall level. Mara selling off still, or 2420, it's actually pushing up a little bit. TQQQ, kind of trading horizontally, in XPEV, XPEV, Again, a bit overbought, but hey, it could bounce off of this moving average as well. Now, let's see, oversold here. I believe Apple is oversold. It could still get lower. MU, it's oversold, so definitely getting a nice reversal setup beginning to happen. Just waiting for some consolidation and then confirmation. Intel. Same thing, oversold. PYXS. Very nice. Pushing up of that 200-day moving average here from 460 to 480. SQQQ setting up for a reversal as well. If the market sells off, this will go up. Just kind of waiting on that to see what the market does today. I think everyone's kind of anticipating the CPI data report or CPI report for tomorrow. JNUG. I also got into OCGN today. This is one of the trades I took, seeing how this is actively starting to trend up this line here. As you can see, creating higher highs and higher lows. Pushing up from $1 to 132. It's brought some more buyers in and got some more alerts set for people who are interested in investing in this from the past, right? So getting in about 102, it's now at 106. If this could push up to even 132, make another solid 30 bucks or so on 100 shares. So I was thinking if I get 1,000 shares or even 500 shares, that'd be a little bit more realistic, a little bit more worth my time. Be like $150 to $300 on that trade. OCGN. Let's see what else is actively trending up. Mara. Now Mara, if it's going to continue to sell off, this isn't something we're going to want to participate in right now. 200 moving average. It's below the 200-day moving average. Let's see. That's not the right one. Bitcoin is selling off still. It's at 85,000, so it's touching that support. Remember we called that support out this morning? So I'd really like to see what happens. Does Bitcoin continue to sell off and we get lower lows on everything, including all crypto coins and all these ETFs and holding companies that we have in the market that are available right now? MSTR went up to 371 this morning, pulled back to 337. Now, mind you, this was at 262 just a few days ago. Yesterday, it went to 294, touched 300, and then pre-market pushed up all the way to $371. So, just amazing. So let's look at QQQ real quick. Yeah, it's just super overbought right now, guys. Be very careful. The market begins to sell off. I mean, everything can sell off. Tech can sell off. Let's see how. Let's take a look at those. Intel. Intel is going to be testing a crucial point today as well. That 200-day moving average. Does it stay above it as support, or does it get rejected, and does it start a downward trend? Apple, same thing, testing that 200-day moving average. So I'm not sure the market really even knows what to do either. Amazon, still very bullish, has a resistance at 212. Tesla selling off. So if you guys are investing in Tesla, waiting for that confirmation, that reversal to go back up to those highs, right now it's in that rejection period. I think most of these companies are in the rejection. Meta pushing up fantastically. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is insane. Meta pushed up like crazy from 578, 579 to 597, touching almost 600. Unusual act. Holy moly. Meta's at 600. What is going on? Holy moly, look at this. Look at this. Meta is pushing up like crazy, guys. Uh-oh, I didn't share my link. Oh my gosh, how long have we been live and I didn't share my link? Slacker. I've been live for 15 minutes and I haven't shared my link to any of my groups. 2 are watching. I bet you no one's even getting the notifications on YouTube. That happened last week. Bear with me here, guys. There we go. Can't believe Meta pushed up as much as it did. Jeez Louise. That's insane. It's about to hit 600. For everyone tuning in, we've been live since market open. I just forgot to freaking share the link. I apologize. Telling you, that's why I need an admin or assistant or a mod to help me out in the morning. Just to share some links? Are you kidding me? Okay. All right, here we go. Guys, today's live trading session, it's Tuesday. Possible rug pull today on the whole market. I mean, there is the CPI data report tomorrow, so it'll be interesting to see what happens, what that brings to us for the week, for the rest of the year, basically. What's going to be happening with our markets? Are they going to continue to go up? Are they going to create higher highs? Or are we going to see significant sell-off? Or are we just going to get a lot of consolidation? We could also end up just getting a lot of consolidation as well. So, it can go either way. And that is, I think, what everyone is anticipating right now, for the simple fact that, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. So we're just all kind of waiting. We're all waiting. I can't believe Meta went up that much. That's insane. That is insane. So the Nasdaq market is still pushing. Amazon, let's see. So Amazon has that little bounce. Apple again testing. Microsoft, it's above. It's above. It's bullish technically, so we can see maybe the market become bullish. I know Meta's definitely helping today. Let's see, QQQ. It's literally break even, guys. 2 cents, 4 cents. Okay, so I think we are bullish. I think we are bullish. I think we're going to go back up to 516. And honestly, guys, I think we're just going to consolidate until tomorrow. This is just my thoughts, but look at this. Let me delete this one. Check this out. Oh, wait, what's happening? Is it glitching? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Look at this, guys. We had this huge push from 486, this huge gap up all the way to 514. Then it kind of retested, went stale, retested, went up. Kind of didn't do much, right? Slow trickle up to 516. Now there's a sell-off. It went up. Didn't want to go up too much. Retest, up, retest, up. Okay, so if it does go up, it goes to 516 and it just tests until tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I believe we're going to either get a significant move either to the downside or we could get one to the upside, right? So those are the two scenarios, right, for tomorrow. I'm interested to see what happens. And if it does sell off, I think SQQ would be very nice at 32 still. Selling at 35, $3 profit. You have a stop at 31.50 if, you know, I mean, you'll obviously see signs of the market selling off tomorrow if it does. If not, then TQQ could be an interesting play, but see, there's no margin. So I can see this selling off more or less, right, tomorrow. If this sells off tomorrow back to these levels, this 200-day moving average, that green line that we always talk about, will actually be right around that level. Look at that. So if it does nothing today, this will just continue to trail kind of up in a slow way. This gets a bounce tomorrow, right? Because this is where we are today. So come tomorrow morning, pop. If it sells off, get a bounce on that green 200-day, back up to 85, potentially. Or does it sell off even more, maybe to 69? So very crucial because of tomorrow, very crucial. Same with JNUG. If gold can recover, JNUG can do amazing. Let's see if there's Barrick Gold. Let's see what Barrick. Same thing with Barrick Gold. This is interesting. Barrick Gold. This is definitely oversold. $16, $17. It's cheaper than buying JNUG. JNUG's at $35. 17 to 21 is $4. Sorry guys, I'm actually doing some active trading thought process right now. JNUG is 42 to 60. Oh yeah. There's no comparison. A $20 difference on a $40 share compared to a $4 difference on a $17 share. It's a no-brainer, guys. I'd spend the extra money and buy the $40 and make $20 per share than $4 per share. But we're waiting to see what happens. If the market sells off, I do believe that gold will go up. I think they're inverse. So now that the market's at like an all-time high, gold is at an all-time low. I want to say that's true. Maybe you guys can comment in the chat if that is the case. Sometimes, if that's the case, sometimes. DJT, yeah, see, nothing's doing anything. Usually we can get some pretty significant moves, but I'm gonna actually probably buy some more of these. Maybe another 100 shares at $1.04. Now this one's risky, guys. Don't copy my trades. Don't copy any trade, anyone's trades. You know, try to trade on your own. But yeah, even $1 to $1.30 is pretty good. 30 cents, even 10 cents. If you could pull 10 cents out of the market, that's really good too. You do 1,000 shares, 10 cents, it's $100. And you just do that over and over and over and over. Now, be careful with Occugene, OCGN, as it could go down to 95 cents. It can go down to 93 cents, 90 cents. It can get delisted because it is so cheap. So we want to see some more active momentum from 1 to 2 and then sell off from 1 to 2. Right now it's just been selling off, but this huge sell off is now starting to show signs of consolidation for a possible reversal up to that $2 mark. So that's why I'm thinking loading up now, you know, few hundred shares, add to that $1,000 position size goal, or 1,000 share position size goal, buying 100 at $1, 100 shares at 110, 100 shares when it breaks 120, maybe 100 shares when it breaks 130. you know then I could already be in 5, 6, 7, 800 shares by $1.50. By maybe my last 200 shares at 150, ride it up to $2, sell. That would be an insane move. That'd be like $500. Even if my average was at 150, I would be able to just ride it up, right? I mean, you could even get the whole 1,000 shares down here, but risk, right? It's all about managing risk. If this begins to sell off, I'd rather have only 100 shares and it sells off than have 1,000 shares and it sells off. It won't be as much risk. Always trade in direction, right? You want direction to be in your favor. So I got my initial 100 shares down here, like I said, at 102. 102. On this initial push. I seen it come down and then pop up. Or is it 105? I think it was 105. It was right before we got into the live stream. I heard it go ding ding and then the little alert. Because I set a limit order. Yeah, see, I have today's trade. I have a trade, so if you guys were curious, I'm in my positions. I'm in one position currently. Mara. We're gonna get a nice little pop. Let's look at Bitcoin. Yep, looks like it's bouncing off of 85. So it looks like Bitcoin is somewhat bullish today. Or again, could just trade horizontally. Tesla's starting to sell off. Guys, if you're new, all members should start with the Learn to Earn lesson library. It is the top pinned comment today in the live stream. Check it out. There's about 10 videos, very straightforward, easy to follow. And if you have any questions, you can just hit me up after on the Discord. JDST still finding that support. Let's go to recently viewed. BTCT is halted 432 to 535. This would have been a nice play considering that this is up. I'm going to add this to my watch list. And we're going to put this in crypto. So you can trade in Bitcoin for even cheaper at what, $4, $2 to $5. It is a China company. It is halted, but it just went from 416 to 535. So 100 shares, $400, $100 on that one move right there. XBP, hoping for some type of continuation play off of this 200 day, but nothing happened here. SERO, possible bounce. Now this is definitely a penny stock, super cheap. FOXO, for all my pre-market traders here. Very nice move from 73 cents up to $1.07 pre-market. Pulled back to about 94 cents, and it's now pushing back up to $1.30. So very nice move. From 95 to $1.30 is 36% profit, about 35-cent move. So again, 1,000 shares, $1,000, 35 cents, $350. And that's the level we want to get on. So looks like it's retesting. Could we get a possible bounce here? I think we can. Back to 130. If we get the volume there. Nope. MACD moves over. Right? Is it going to get a bounce? Retesting 112, retesting 113. It's going to sell up. Maybe even back to the $1 mark is kind of what I'm seeing here. 105. You guys see that? It actually looks like it's trying to retrace right now as well. Testing. It's gonna be a pretty solid move, guys, for anyone who is day traders. From 105 to 130, that'd be another 25 cents. We're gonna get that bounce. Wanting to curl over on the RSI. Still on that back part of that MACD though. It's looking good. Level 2s, you got someone that wants 5,000 shares at $1.10. A lot of buyers at $1.13. Some sellers at 115, 116. Oh, there's some people waiting to go up to those 8s and not $2. They're waiting to sell at $2. Let's see. Let's take a look. Do we see anything here? Oh. Whoa. Yeah, very risky penny stock. Pushing up. Testing that 9 EMA. I think that was the move, 111 to 118, 119. If you got filled at 112. There it goes. Good risk management on this would have been, say you buy at you got filled at 113. Stop at 111. Right? So FOXO, 113 buy, 111 stop. Profit now, you'd be in the green really at 116. Continues to push up along this line. Make a little bit of momentum. And 116 might have been it, so that's not much. It's like 2 cents. There we go. That's why you want your stop down here. Or even now at break even, right? If you got in at 113, you could stop out at break even just because it is above. So buying at 113, your stop was at 111. Watch, we're gonna do this. Let's go purple. Blue will be entry. That would be my stop. Now I'm raising my stop to break even. Now I'm raising my stop to take profit, right? And then we would have got stopped out right there as I raised it. You could also just keep your stop at break even, right? Or just slightly above it. Or you can continue to keep it where it is, you know. But I've found more success during market open to raise that stop as it goes up. And you could do a trailing stop and it could do it all on its own. But, you know, easier said than done, right? Because it's just moved. You know, if it moves more than like 2 or 3 cents, then you're gonna want a bigger stop so you don't get stopped out early. So then you're in that take profit phase. Yeah, see, then you would just get stopped out right there. So it was exhausted, right? But that's what you would do as it goes from here. So from 98 cents, say you're from here, you have your stop, boom, and then as it goes up, you're stopping it here, stopping it here, stopping it here, stopping it here. It's going up, maybe you get to push it to 127, and then it goes up to 130, and then it stops at 127, you get out. So you're buying at $1, selling at 127. Same exact thing as basically Oxygen, right? QQQ, big sell-off, big push back to the support. And that's only a $2 move, but still, $2 should be $6 with TQQQ. SQQQ pushing up. There's another 30-cent move. TQQQ right here. So could we get another bounce for almost another dollar push? Because this push from 82.14 to 82.97, that's 83 cents. Mara, same thing, 23 to 25 just now. That was a beautiful move, $1.50. $1.50 a share. Retesting, 24.25. Breaking that initial pattern, but that was a $1.50 move this morning. And on a very small move, look at that. So it's going to be extremely volatile for the next few days. I mean, it's always volatile. That's what's so great about MARA. You know, you could always pull about 5 to 10% a day. More realistically, like 6 to 8. Seems to trade within that 6% to 8% range. So buying it down here at this level, selling it when it gets to its high, and rinse repeating consistently every day. You know, 6% on $1,000 would be $60. But now that it's at 2,000, it's 100 shares would be 2,400. So you're looking at more like $120 per trade, per 100 share trade. But now that we had found BTCT, I'm interested to maybe get in on this. It's a China stock, but from 4 to 7, that was a $3 move. That'd be $300 using only $400. MSTR pushing up, HUT, and Riot. BITO pushing up very nicely, 23 to 2360. And it's because Bitcoin basically is finding that bounce off of the EMA. So, you know, 85 looked like a strong support, and it was. It's going up to test 90,000 again, which means Mara should be pushing up as well. Ooh, this got suspended. Oxygen not doing much. That's my only position. I should have got in tomorrow down in this level, but I still think it's a bit overbought. I really am just kind of holding off for that FMC meeting, or not for the CPI report tomorrow. And Tesla's not doing anything. It's just consolidating on the. Oh, there we go. Tesla pushing up. Ooh, 341.77. Oh, it's pushing. Tesla's pushing right now. Still consolidating and just that's all it's doing. Up, down, up, down. But because it's below that 200-day moving average, it's very what? Bearish. So if it touches here, could we get another sell-off? Yes. Actually, it didn't touch there at all. Look at that. Big sell-off right there, right? Shopify's up 25%, guys. Holy mother of pearl. From 82 to 112, that's 38%. 25% pre-market. Shopify. Wow. Now, Hood is very correlated to Bitcoin, more correlated to Bitcoin than the actual stock market. Now, whoever isn't familiar with Robinhood, it's an application that you can use and a platform now online that you could use to trade. It's like WeBull, MooMoo. It's just its own spin on investing. It's called Robinhood. Anyways, for all of you who do know, it pushed from 31.23 to 33.75 this morning, and all based off of crypto, right? Crypto did the exact same thing. This is up 8%, $2.50. Has a nice little push pullback, right, to 33, and now it's pushing back up. Same thing with Mara, push up, pull back, push up, and Bitcoin. So that's, I noticed that's somewhat of a correlation as well. See this push up, pull back, and push up. It looks like the exact same thing with Hood. It's so weird. It is very odd how those are so strongly correlated. Whoa, that's weird. Why did my layout get like that? Didn't that look weird? Wasn't that weird? Yeah, there we go. Okay. It got stuck in like crypto land or something. But yeah, I think we're gonna add this to our crypto watch list and to our stocks, just in general watch list, because they are so correlated. Could be a good idea to potentially um, use that as a correlation, right? Oh, BTCT. Look at this. Halted. Was suspended. Now it's halted. Yeah, look at that. We just called this. We drew this line. Now it's going to go back up, right? And then it's going to go back down. I think it's just going to do this for the majority of the rest of the day on Tesla. I'm just going to kind of keep, or actually it looks like it's going to start descending. Do you see that actual break there? This starts going down. It's actually going to make lower highs, lower lows. And we're going to start seeing this get even lower and lower and lower. Oh, that scared me. Well, guys, any questions? It looks like we're at about 45-minute mark. That's where I like to begin answering any questions you guys might have in the comments. Anything you guys are looking at today. Anything you want me to check out. Looks like this is going to sell off even more aggressive than I thought. More like this. Ooh. Might get a bounce and then, or not a bounce, but a slight pull right here. Right, test again, come back down again. Oh yeah, this is coming down, guys. Overbought, they still. What in the heck? I think that was the fish making all kinds of noise. They're like, yep, it's time. It's time to feed us. Gold still oversold, still not finding that push up, but I'm interested to see what happens. Gold's getting squeezed. Apple trading sideways. MU not doing much, below the 200. All of our oversold are still in that consolidation period. Even DJT is also selling off. And DJT is very risky. I would be very cautious with this anyways, but I think everything's at all-time highs. I think we're just going to continue seeing everything begin to sell off. Even these overbought companies are going to begin selling off to where they're going to also be oversold companies. They're going to go from overbought to oversold, and we'll be able to have the opportunity to invest and get these even cheaper. But right now, there's a lot of consolidation in the market. The plays today would have been Hood and Mara. It was more of a Bitcoin trading day. And again, that's the whole point, right? I mean, stocks begin to sell off. It's at all-time highs. People look to put their money somewhere else. They run up Bitcoin. Bitcoin runs up, gets to also an all-time high. So now they begin to sell off, and then everything it kind of just gets crazy at that point, right? Just there's not a lot of patterns at this new level. And now that it's identifying these patterns, look at these moves for Bitcoin, these huge swings that we could take advantage of. But now it looks like it's has some huge swings kind of to the downside. As you can see, that 200-day moving average starting to curl over, and it might just trade horizontally, like I said, for a little while. But we need to know when to take advantage of these moves. And when we can, you can see very easily same swings. These lows of 7 to highs of 30, back down to 14, back up to 35, back down to 14, back up to 27, back down to 13. So there is somewhat of a trend here at those $13 levels, at least previously. Got up to highs of $35, but that doesn't mean necessarily it has to go up to $35 right at the moment. It could continue to consolidate here, could sell off. 200-day moving average is starting to get some momentum in that upward direction. But does that mean that it consolidates and then now we're all-time highs, it's going to begin to sell off? I mean, I think so. I think we're already starting to see signs of that here. I believe this could be a very big rug pull, especially at this level. As you can see, it got up to 2665, but it's not making any new progress up. It's just beginning to sell off. Same with Bitcoin. Hasn't gotten back up to those highs since yesterday, basically. So we'll see what happens. It is now below the moving average too. Okay, I want you guys to be aware of that, which shows strong indications of it being overbought. RSI overbought, MACD overbought, all strong signs. So yeah, no questions. All right, no questions. Guys, I want you to be aware of the risk today, a lot of risk. I'm excited to see what happens with the CPI report. And like always, I appreciate your guys' time. Remember, let's end the year on a green note. And if you've made it this far through the live stream, do me a big favor and smash that like button for me. It helps other people find this video and helps other people um, just like you learn more about how to invest in the stock market. I hope you found this educational, inspirational, or motivational in some kind of way, or at least found value in this today. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel, joining the Discord family, and starting your trading journey. Thank you. Appreciate your time. Wish you all a good day, and I will see you all in a recap video later on this afternoon. Thanks. We'll talk to you guys later.